give me a commission. Only time he could get at me is my mentions. Buy for it, get it tailored, I know her dimension. She's so in love with CC, it's all over her wish list. They took her to the back room, I let her get the big. Full of envy, don't put them in your business. I let you go for whatever you want and she ain't get. I'm 800 and on chrome jean, camo shorts and a long sleeve. I'll be gone for a month or two, I'm knocking off this money. I gotta keep some racks inside my reach, get lonely. You know me, bro taught us get our own. My on my armpit, I'm turning up like I don't got my own. Cut off on an island, both our phones on silent, like what you heard about me.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge, and we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And now Washington starting group. They've got Saul, and it's Macy in at the 4 spot. Thomas gets a wide open look. They get it again. Kispert with the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
3.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to Aldama. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
First team foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Santi Aldama. At the line 1 time.
And that one misses. Here's Washington now. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Six to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Now here's Kispert. Defense right on him. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Aldama can't hit. Releases. It's hauled in by Claxton.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Aldama. It's Thomas on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. The Wizards with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Got a hand on it. They get it back. Claxton. Rebound, Washington.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him.
The Wizards shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw, no good.
Number 8. Shooting 2.
And he sinks the second. The Nets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Nets. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And, of course, the Wizards, right now, quite a ways down below. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. And Claxton throws it down.
Good to see Thomas give the rock up there, but that's the right choice.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games. Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Back to Kispert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Sarr. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And he makes that one. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Pass to Macy. Shot clock at 6. A 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
And here is Kispert. Nets passing it around. Now Claxton. Back to Aldama. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. Aldama's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the rejection by Claxton.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
That's good from Thomas on the assist from Kispert. 7 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To end the run. Offensive rebound. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And the Wizards making a change here. Livingston's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going that way. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Kispert. He's averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances that do his thing and affect the game.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Washington on D. They trail by 11. Outside Thomas. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Macy. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Detroit Pistons. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thomas. Rebound, Washington. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kispert wide open. He fires. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kispert's got 5.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Here's Santiago. Good defense by Claxton. Nets leading by 14.
Wizards foul.
I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I'm Mr. Old Streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah. Clutching on the highway. Riding down the strip trying to make a pick on a Friday. Always on my tip, wanna get at me sideways. Want a trip, we gon' better high rate. I'm still with the but not the same homies. I done lost the chain and watch them change on me. I walked through the rain, they watched it rain on me. I took all the pain, they left the blame on me. I ain't want the fame, I swear the fame chose me. Tried to switch my lane, but it still came on me. Really hate this game, I use the same old cheat. I see baloney, still the same old me. They can't wait for me to break, they just wanna steal my way. Go to war up the score for the then they still hate. I do more for by the day. I'm gon' for my that lay the way on. In love with my I must admit I gotta cut up. Tidy with the grab it, let the go. Now I make them sick with every fit, I want my brother clothes. Play with this, we end it quick, I saw my brother slow. Cross to my brother, then know you crossing me. They wishing for me, wanna me. Will left for me and they all gon' see. I went hard for y'all to leave. Like I'm Mr. Old Streets, yeah. Back when they didn't know me, yeah. I swear that it's so deep, yeah. Like I be the Kobe, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me. Hello? Come through with that beat, cause I ain't working for free. Hello? I got a bunch of bad, they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest.
Shout out to my baby icy girl for the win. I'm Clark Kent in the nigga chin in the put a dent in the I was born to sin. Her money good up water and I'm learning to swim. Work too, she ain't breaking them in. I just bought her a new now she spin. I can't get the in with this, she sneaking it in. And she pleading the fit, cause she ain't see. And she setting all the trends, she ain't never on the fence. Gucci handbag, brother. What she spent was like your rent. Help your mans out, brother. He look broken in a watch your words too, I'm riding with a in a pit.
Boy, you better watch the way you talking to me. Hello? Come through with that beat, cause I ain't working for free. Hello? I got a bunch of bad, they all with me. I got love for put my neck on freeze. Who that said they with me right now? Who that said they my being honest? Ain't nobody my I promise. Got a lot of options, but my is the hottest. Ha.
Oh my god, this is so amazing! I am super happy. Me pidió que me soltara. Ey, bichita por los aires en el G. El AM te fabrica el piquete. Va llegando el billete. No me fijo cuánto es, ni sé cuánto me gasté. Solo sé que coroné en París como el PC. Los diamantes de lejos se ven calladita pa' que tose. activamos el party. Estamos legales, no paguen. No. Estamos legales, no paguen la. Bicho está por los aires en el G. El AM de fábrica el piquete. Va llegando el billete. No me fío cuánto es, ni sé cuánto me gasté. Solo sé que coro. En París como el PSG. Los diamantes de lejos se ven. Calladita pa' que todo se dé. Todo se dé, todo se dé. Sabes que soy la para. La viejito me lo jala. Me dice que no lo mire, así que eso se le dispara. Me pidió que me soltara, que me lo quitara.
Up next, the Wizards. Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And as this season starts to unfold, the rookies who have come out of the gates fast. Some first-year guys proving they belong in the NBA. Not exactly the start he'd hoped for in the NBA, but remember, his career has just gotten started, and there is plenty of games left this season.
And this year's rookie class could be special. We have players who already make an impact every time they take the floor.
Boy, at this point, it looks like it's going to be quite the race for Rookie of the Year. Still very early, but it looks like we've got several worthy candidates.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Smith out there, Cameron Thomas, and it's Scott in at the 4. And for Washington, we've got Edwards, and it's Lee in at small forward. Now here's Thomas. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
And it's Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Pulls it from the top of the key. Claxton with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Smith. Rebound Washington.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Macy. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. Pulls up on the wing. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Smith outside. Claxton a screen on Edwards. Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Sarr. The 3 ball. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Smith right side. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Of course, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they pulled themselves up to the 2nd place spot.
Seeing where the Wizards are, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
siente una boqui que te pone. A el que no quiera bailar porque traiga una silla. Le damos con todo, skish, skish, qué maravilla. Pa' los que bailan mucho trajimos la camilla. La gente que se queje pase a la otra ventanilla. Esto pa' qué, pa' qué, es que esto pa' qué, pa' qué, esto pa' qué, pa' qué, es que esto pa' qué, esto pa' qué, dance, 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 dance. Los pasitos prohibidos, traigan los bomberos, que se queme el edificio, se queme el edificio. El techo de la vecina está prendido. Avísale bien rápido para que no te haga un lío. Para que se te tranquila, que hoy amanecemos y después vamos para el río. Esto es demasiado fancy, demasiado flow. No es para que te canse, es para que le dé con todo. Es que tú sientes algo raro, algo bien loco. Esto para que dance, para que le dé con todo. Es que esto para que, pa' que, es que esto pa' que, pa' que, esto pa' que, pa' que, es que esto pa' que, esto pa' que dance, 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 dance.
We make it hot, we gon' turn up the temperature. Got a little, she the signature. Had to sit down and I read me some literature. He try and cross me, you know I'm a finisher. I grab that efficiently. They got a deficiency. Preaching our songs, I'ma need me a ministry. I'm out of London enjoying the scenery. Scam in the bank, I engage in. How you gon' swipe with no message? Negligent. Blew a whole 30, I'm faster than frivolous. But I still can get ignorant. Don't talk with me looking like Lola. She kinda crazy, I think she. But me and the ice when you add up the total. Custom made. Y'all just trying to come and have fun. Hit ATMs and extract funds. Real, we gon' get it done. Remember, we was scraping up crumbs. Brought the whole team from the slum. Lounge truck, road truck, black on black.
Born in the 90s, I'm ballin' like Mike. These shrimp think when I left wrist hitting this. I'm straight off the block and got rich off the mic. Shout out, got rich off of all these like I'm finna go. Bad trying to give me face. Sky got to my neck full of ice. Yeah, I got it out the mud. Got it. Somehow fell in love with my chains just got out the tub. Can't go in no with no glove. Pink ring looking like a light bulb. Ain't need like a rug. Ain't showing need no love. Ain't showing need no mercy. Ain't buying need no purse. Don't ask what I'm doing, I'm work. When I die, they gon' hang up my jersey. Baby, who is your surgeon? She gon' go back after I then back blurred. That broke, I am allergic to it. I got demons in the dark.
to this 2K. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Tuesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. And then on Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Vaughn. AC is out there with Livingston. And it's Santiago in at the point guard position. And for Miami. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's Topcar. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Stan, peer through your coach's lens just a second for us. And what are you trying to accomplish early on in the season?
Well, I think, Kevin, there's so much player movement now. You've always got a lot of new guys. So, number one, you want to get everybody oriented into your system and the way that you do things. And then you're trying to figure out who are your best combinations on the floor, who starts, who comes off the bench, everybody's role. That takes time.
Oh, that's great insight. Deflects the pass. Driving the lane to the wing right side. Pass to Macy. Three-pointer. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Count the basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
They set the pick. Santiago. It's hauled in by the Heat, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Here's the three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Dives for it. It's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Heat moving the ball around. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Macy.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Here's the screen. Here's Santiago. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. After Champagny. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Wizards leading by 4. Santiago the pass to Vaughn. From 18 feet away. Basket good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part is they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Pass to Livingston. They set the pick. He tries for three. No good on that one. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Champagnie. And he's going up for the alley-oop. They swipe it. In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Santiago. Here's Livingston. And the 3 off target. The Heat have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Right side hero. Pass to Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Grizzlies. Harris kicks to Vaughn. Pass to Macy. To the middle. Here's Harris. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
Here's Champagnie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
For your Heat Lakers dance crew, let's go!
On defense, Miami. Here's Harris. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot.
Wizards shooting at 46%, making some buckets. So on the floor for Washington, Shaw is out there with Reynolds. Then there's Harris, and it's Lee in at the 3 slot. There's the screen. And it's Harris off the drive. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harris has got the first basket of the second quarter for Washington. And the Heat shooting at 50% in a decent crew. Shoots. And Reynolds pulls it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land.
Three-pointer.
And now a 3-point Wizards lead. Harris has gone 2 for 3 from deep. Fades back, and it's in off the backboard. He's got 7.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
The floater. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And yet we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
To determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new approach.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
It really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 17 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Wright with a screen on Harris. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Wright sets a screen. Wiggins kicks to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dunn. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Harris outside. Here's Santiago, and Washington again with the bucket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pulls it from 20. And Reynolds pulls it down.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
The Heat trail by 6. Pulls up on the wing. And Reynolds pulls it down. Reynolds has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Down low. Second chance shot, and that one is good. Reynolds has got the lead up to 8 now for Washington.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Wizards foul. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
One checked in for Washington. Livingston comes in for Reynolds. Over in the corner, Lee. Santiago, Dunn covering. Harris, basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
With the teardrop.
Heat foul. Done. First personal foul.
Wizards leading by 8. Santiago, Dunn covering. And slammed by Harris.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
So for Washington, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies of Memphis. Releases. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Santiago the pass to Harris. To the paint. Here's Vaughn. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Looking to get it going. Hawkins outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the left side wing. Wide open. Rebound by the Wizards. Vaughn's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
There's Lee with the 3. They get the rebound. The Heat trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lee with the steal. On the wing, Harris. Inside, here's Vaughn, and it's denied. One-on-one fast break. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Washington leading now by 10. Santiago, done covering. Santiago the pass to Harris. That's tipped. Into the lane. Oh, what a move inside.
That is incredible.
And down it goes, jamming that one home. Livingston the pass to Santiago. Lee against Hawkins. To the middle. Here's Livingston. That one doesn't go. Wiggins with some nice D. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Santiago the pass to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Wiggins from outside. Rebound, Washington. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Lets it go from deep.